Hi, I'm Ray Spencer, Executive Director of the Customs House, and this is Takeover Week 2018.
Takeover 2018!
Takeover 2018!
Takeover 2018!
Takeover 2018!
Takeover 2018!
I think people should come and get involved because there's loads of different art forms. It's just so fun. All of the workshops we've got planned as well are really good.
It's kind of something that everyone might be interested in, so it appeals to everyone.
I think events like this in the Northeast are particularly important because there aren't a lot of arts opportunities out there. There's certainly not a lot of leadership opportunities that have the transparency that Takeover does. So we've handed over everything from the budget to talking about travel costs, sort of figuring out what a fair fee is for performers, promotion, marketing. I think it's really been every aspect. It's not just sort of tell us an idea and then we'll roll with it and make it happen. It's really been, they've done everything for this, which has been incredible. I think especially in South Shields, I think a lot of people think about the arts being focused in Newcastle and Gateshead, and it's particularly important to put South Shields on the map where there are creative young people, and it's worth celebrating that.
Like art, and I got involved in the judging because I think it's really interesting to see how other people work, and I really like art because I think it's a really interesting way because you can see how people think through how they put the marks down, how they compose something, even just the colours that they use, like the different tones, is really, really interesting. So you don't really get to see it as an artist or as a student of art, how other people do it, because you're always concentrating on yourself. So it's really interesting to see how people express themselves in different ways.
Everyone here at the Customs House, particularly the Learning and Participation team, we always want to see more work by young people. We want to see more young people involved in the work that we do and in the arts in general. And just using the gallery, taking over the gallery and having an exhibition of young people's work is a really rare and special thing.
Drag is great for blurring certain lines anyway, and drag is travelling in different worlds now and always has travelled in different worlds of fashion, worlds of art, and I think that's one of the very, very lovely things it can do. By almost not being recognised as real art, it can get away with being in places where it's probably not supposed to be. So I'm really interested in how those worlds connect together and how drag can be a real way that connects both people together, but also the different way we might think of things being separate, how it connects those different worlds together.
When I'm on stage, it's one of those things you can get lost in it all. It's not something, you don't feel judged anymore because you're doing your own thing, and you know that no matter what in this community, everyone's going to be happy and positive around what you're doing.
You kind of feel important because you're the entertainment for that day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And it's just a big space, and so you get to let loose and just go out and do what you do best.
You do best, exactly. Yeah.
I would recommend that people access sessions like this, or graffiti workshops, to express themselves in a safe environment around other creative people. We can all learn from each other, and I think bouncing ideas around is a great thing. Just explore as much as possible and create and experiment, learn to express themselves freely, not be too nervous about it, and just kind of build their confidence and keep going and just draw and paint as much as possible.
Being part of the Takeover team, it's helped me gain knowledge of actually planning events from scratch, and kind of really getting into the nitty-gritty of all the fine details that go into making events like this a success.
Mr. Kelly and myself are poets, and we believe in poetry is a very useful thing for young folk to do, and this competition has been very inspirational, I think, to young people in this area over the last 3 years. in encouraging them to write poetry.
What held us and made us feel they were stronger poems was something that came from that particular person, that particular poet, and it had a resonance.
I'd definitely say like being a rap artist and being like a sort of creative is like one of the most like rewarding things I've ever done, like, but that's like my purpose, like I just love it. But if you're thinking about sort of doing it, my definite advice would be like sort of get involved, you know what I mean? Like this, you don't just have to be like this rapper or be like, you know, like aggressive with it or anything like that. Like you don't have to be anything. Like there's, especially now at the moment, rap is sort of like, it's diversifying as a genre. Like you've got rappers in pop songs, you've got rappers on the radio now, like it's expanding, so you can bring any angle you want. Like there's no box to it, like you can do what you want. And if you are interested in it, I would definitely say get involved, because there's no pressure, like there's no expectation. You can do what you want. And as I say, I've found it rewarding. I've found it like sort of, it's enriched my life. So I would definitely say get involved, and it might do the same for you. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
I went from no knowledge of filmmaking to knowing how to write scripts and starting to learn how to direct, and all kinds of production skills, but also the social side. Obviously I made loads of new friends through that, and you learn a lot about how to work with people and just how to get along with people generally.
So from doing custom reels in the Takeover, I've learned how to be better at working as part of a team and talking to other people and helping them out as well.
Personally, I think I've learned confidence, because I've never really had confidence in myself much, and I think having confidence is the most important thing, because having like low self-esteem and then having self-esteem is the best thing in life, because if you have self-esteem and have strength in yourself and confidence, then it takes you far. So having confidence is the best thing that I've learned.
I think a lot of people want to aspire to being involved in the arts, and a lot of other people aren't sure whether the arts is for them. So if you can have an event where people can sort of dip their toes into a whole sort of different mediums and a whole sort of raft of ideas and exhibitions and performances, then they've got a chance, like a box of chocolates, to choose their favourite flavour and perhaps develop their own taste as they move forward.